At the start of the year, you might feel the need to declutter clothes left over from 2025. Items that no longer fit, don't match your current style, or haven't been worn in a year can be removed to make room for new clothes or things you actually need. In this video, I'll show you how to organize your closet. Get rid of unnecessary items and make your space feel more tidy. Start by simplifying your wardrobe, keeping only the clothes you truly love and use. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on keeping your living space neat and comfortable. For a long time, high heels were a must-have in my wardrobe for work meetings or parties. I thought they made me look taller, more elegant and stylish. But over time, I started to feel pain in my feet. My toes and heels would hurt, and standing or walking for long periods became uncomfortable. I had to face a big question: do I really need these high heels? After thinking about it, the answer became clear. The shoes I once loved were causing my pain and exhaustion. I decided to try sneakers and low heels, and the difference was immediate. I felt more comfortable and confident. At first, I thought I wouldn't be classy without my high heels, but I realized that true elegance comes from comfort and confidence, not painful shoes. The issue wasn't that high heels were bad. It was that they no longer suited me. Once I stopped wearing them, I no longer had to force myself to walk or endure pain just to look good. Instead, I felt healthier and more at ease. If you're like I was, feeling uncomfortable in high heels but still reluctant to let them go, I want you to understand that you're not lazy. You're just tired and in need of a change. Letting go of what no longer serves you is about self-care and growth. One of the things I did was donate the high heels I no longer wore. It felt good knowing that my old shoes would help someone else, rather than just taking up space in my closet. Donating not only cleared up my space, but also gave me the joy of knowing those items were being put to good use. Looking back, I see that giving up high heels was the right decision. Now I can walk comfortably, feel more confident, and most importantly, I no longer have to suffer from aches and pains. Sneakers, low heels, or even flip-flops have become my go-to shoes because they make me feel good inside and out. Letting go isn't about waste. It's about making space for new things. As you start to clear out what doesn't work for you, you'll feel lighter and more comfortable in your daily life. This isn't just about decluttering your closet. It's about refreshing yourself. Take that first step and you'll feel the difference. I remember buying a neon green dress years ago because it was the trend at the time. It was bold, eye-catching, and made me feel like I was making a fashion statement. I thought that wearing neon would make me stand out in the crowd, and I was convinced that everyone would notice how stylish I looked. Over the years, I collected a few more neon pieces, tops, skirts, and even shoes. I kept them thinking I'd wear them someday, but I never really did. Every time I tried them on, something just felt off. The color was too loud, too bright, and it didn't match anything else in my closet. I had a closet full of items that didn't make me feel good, but I kept them because I thought they might come back into style, or because I simply couldn't let go. The real turning point came when I realized that neon wasn't just a color, it was a statement I no longer wanted to make. I wanted clothes that I could wear without second-guessing my choices or worrying about whether they were too much for a given occasion. Neon was overwhelming, and honestly, it didn't suit my personal style anymore. It wasn't about whether the color was fashionable or not, it was about whether it made me feel good. That's when I decided to let go of those neon pieces. I started by donating the green dress, followed by the neon tops and accessories. The lesson I learned here is simple. Your wardrobe should reflect who you are today, not who you were or what was trendy years ago. I didn't need those bright colors to stand out. I just needed clothes that felt true to me. I found that sticking to more neutral tones and subtle pops of color gave me more versatility in styling and made me feel far more comfortable. I could mix and match my clothes without feeling like I was making a statement every time I walked out the door. If you've ever found yourself holding on to something that no longer serves you just because it was trendy, or because you think you might need it again one day, I want you to know that you're not lazy or indecisive. You're just tired. You're tired of carrying the weight of things you don't actually need or that don't make you feel great. The best thing you can do is make room for the things that truly reflect who you are now. The things that make you feel good, confident, and comfortable. Letting go of neon was freeing. It wasn't just about getting rid of clothes. It was about making space for new choices, choices that would fit my lifestyle, my body, and my personal style today. Since then, I've built a wardrobe I can mix and match without stressing about whether the pieces are too loud or not. I finally feel like my closet is a place that supports my current self, and I'm no longer weighed down by things I don't love or need. If you've been holding on to neon or any other trend that no longer resonates with you, take a moment to reevaluate. What's actually useful? What's making you feel confident? Trust me. Letting go of the things that don't serve you will free you in ways you didn't even know you needed. I still remember a blouse I once loved. It had a unique design with short sleeves and a slightly elaborate collar. I bought it a few years ago because I thought it was truly stylish and perfect for work. At the time, I felt so professional and successful in that outfit. But over time, I realized one thing: this blouse no longer suited me. Every time I wore it, it felt too stiff, no longer providing the comfort or the vibe I needed. At first, I didn't want to let go of it. I kept thinking, maybe I'll wear it again one day, but in reality, it just took up space in my closet, never being worn. Soon enough, I realized that holding on to such items only made me feel outdated and disconnected from my current lifestyle. One day, I decided to tidy up my wardrobe, and I was surprised to see those old blouses with designs that no longer felt trendy taking up all the space. As I began getting rid of those blouses, I realized that decluttering my closet didn't just free up space, it made me feel ready for change. I replaced them with simple light shirts that were easy to wear. These shirts not only fit my work life, but also made me feel more comfortable and confident every time I wore them. The lesson I learned was that I didn't have to keep outdated items just because I once loved them. My wardrobe didn't have to be a collection of old things. It should be a place for things that truly reflect who I am now. By getting rid of things that no longer fit, I wasn't just clearing physical space, I was also decluttering my mind, which made me feel so much lighter. If you also have old blouses that you no longer wear, I want you to understand that letting go of things that no longer suit you is not a failure, it's progress. You don't need to keep things just because they were once fashionable. Decluttering your wardrobe allows you to refresh your style and make room for more modern, practical choices. Take a look at your wardrobe and see which items no longer give you that confident feeling. If you have any blouses or other outdated items, don't hesitate to let them go. Decluttering your closet not only helps you stay organized, but also gives you the opportunity to refresh yourself, helping you feel more in tune with your current life. I remember the days when patterned leggings were all the rage. During the pandemic, I was introduced to a brand that sold these leggings with funky, bold prints. They were comfortable, and I was sold on the idea that I could wear them at home while still looking somewhat stylish. I ended up buying dozens, yes, dozens of pairs. My mom, my sisters, and I all got hooked on them. We'd go to sales, pick out the wildest designs, and have fun wearing them. I had leggings for every day of the week, and honestly, I thought I was doing great. But as the years went by, something shifted. Those leggings, which were once my go-to for comfort and casual style, started to feel, well, outdated. I found myself looking at them and wondering, why did I ever think these were a good idea? The bold prints began to feel overwhelming, and the comfort of wearing them started to wear off too. The more I looked at my collection, the more I realized that I had outgrown them both in style and in purpose. They just didn't fit into my current lifestyle, and honestly, they didn't make me feel good anymore. One day I decided to let them go. I began by pulling out a few pairs and donating them. I wasn't ready to part with all of them at once, but gradually I realized that the more I let go, the better I felt. It wasn't just about the leggings. It was about releasing the past and creating space for pieces that made me feel better in the present. I began to replace them with solid, versatile leggings, ones that could be easily paired with almost anything and still made me feel put together even on my laziest days. These leggings were still comfy, but they felt more timeless, more me. What I learned from this experience is that comfort should never come at the expense of style, and sometimes holding on to things that no longer serve you can create unnecessary clutter both physically and mentally. Letting go of those patterned leggings wasn't just about cleaning out my closet. It was about acknowledging that I didn't need to hold on to things just because they were once in. I needed to make space for items that reflected who I am now, not who I was back then. If you've been hanging on to any patterned leggings or any other pieces that don't quite fit your current style or life, I want you to understand that it's not about being wasteful or throwing away what was once loved. It's about freeing up space for the things that will make you feel your best right now. You're not lazy or indecisive for getting rid of them, you're just evolving. Start small, one pair at a time. It's surprising how much lighter you'll feel when you release the things that don't serve you anymore. When I let go of those leggings, it was a reminder that what you wear should reflect who you are today, not who you were yesterday. Decluttering your wardrobe isn't just about having less. It's about making room for more of what you love and what makes you feel good. I'll be honest, I used to love Capri Pants. Back in the day, I thought they were a stylish, comfortable alternative to full-length pants. They were perfect for the warmer months, and I convinced myself that they made my legs look longer, more streamlined. I wore them everywhere to the office on weekends, even to casual dinners with friends. They felt like a go-to for easy, effortless style. But over time, something started to feel off. The problem with Capri Pants is that they cut off your legs at the widest part of your calf, which can make anyone's legs look stumpy regardless of body shape. The more I wore them, the more I noticed how they didn't actually elongate my legs as I had once thought. They just stopped at a weird, unflattering spot. It's funny how you don't see something clearly until you stop wearing it for a while. I began to notice that no matter how much I loved my capris, they didn't look good on me anymore. It wasn't just about style, it was about how I felt when I wore them. I didn't feel confident or stylish. I just felt awkward. Eventually, I made the decision to let go of all my Capri Pants. The change was gradual, but once I got rid of them, I realized that there was a whole new world of pants that worked so much better for me. Instead of capris, I started opting for cropped pants that ended just above the ankle. They were more flattering and modern. I also began wearing 7/8 pants, which gave my legs the perfect length without cutting them off in a weird spot. I could mix and match these styles with almost everything in my closet, and I started to feel so much better about my choices. The lesson I learned is simple. Don't be afraid to let go of things that no longer work for you, even if you once thought they were the perfect fit. Capri Pants may have been a trend, and I may have loved them at one point, but they didn't fit my lifestyle or body anymore. The space I freed up by getting rid of them allowed me to find pants that truly flatter my body and give me confidence. If you still have Capri Pants in your wardrobe, I want you to take a step back and ask yourself, do they make me feel confident and comfortable? If the answer is no, it's time to let them go. Getting rid of outdated pieces doesn't mean you're giving up on style. It means you're evolving. It's about making space for the things that truly fit who you are today, and that's something worth celebrating. Letting go of caprice was a small decision, but it made a huge difference in how I feel about my clothes. Sometimes it's the little things like choosing pants that actually complement your body that can make a world of difference in your confidence and style. If you're holding on to pieces that don't work for you anymore, it's time to embrace change and make room for the styles that truly make you feel great. I used to be really into slim-fitting work pants. Back in the day, they felt like the perfect balance between professional and fashionable. They were tailored, flattering, and made me feel put together for the office. I even believed that they were timeless, something that would always look good in any setting. I wore them to work meetings and even casual outings, thinking they were a smart and stylish option. But over time, I began to notice something: these pants just weren't working for me anymore. At first, I didn't want to admit it. I kept holding on to them, thinking that maybe I just hadn't found the right top or shoes to go with them. But no matter how I styled them, they never made me feel as comfortable or confident as I once did. The fabric felt too stiff, and the fit just didn't feel right anymore. The pants, which I once thought were flattering, actually felt tight in all the wrong places. They restricted my movement and didn't have the same effortless, polished vibe they once had. I started to dread wearing them, and that's when I realized it was time to let them go. It wasn't easy at first. I had invested money in these pants and had always considered them a staple in my work wardrobe. But once I finally made the decision to declutter them, I felt so much lighter. I began replacing them with more comfortable options like straight-leg trousers or wide-leg pants, which gave me more freedom of movement and felt much more suited to my current lifestyle. These new pants were still professional and stylish, but they allowed me to feel comfortable and confident without being restricted by a slim fit that no longer worked for me. The lesson I learned is that holding on to items just because you think they're classics or investments can hold you back. Your wardrobe needs to evolve with you just like your style and lifestyle do. I realized that by letting go of the slim-fitting work pants, I made room for pieces that truly suit me now. It's not about getting rid of everything. It's about being honest with yourself and your needs. If you still have slim-fitting work pants or any other item that no longer makes you feel good, I want you to understand that it's okay to let go. You're not wasting money or making a mistake. You're creating space for clothes that make you feel confident and comfortable. Decluttering these old items isn't about throwing things away. It's about making space for what's new and what works for your life today. I found that once I stopped holding on to the old uncomfortable pants, I felt more energized and excited about my wardrobe. It was a reminder that style isn't about sticking to what you think you should wear, it's about wearing what feels right for you. Letting go of the slim-fitting work pants was a small but impactful step in aligning my wardrobe with my true self. I used to love oversized floral tops. They were trendy at the time, and I thought they were the perfect way to add some fun and color to my wardrobe. I remember wearing them to casual outings and even work, thinking they made me look effortlessly chic. At the time, I felt confident wearing them. The big, bold flowers seemed to stand out, and I felt like they gave my look a sense of personality. However, over time, those floral tops started feeling a bit too much. The patterns became overwhelming, and the loose fit just didn't suit me the way it used to. The first time I truly noticed it was when I tried on one of my favorite oversized floral tops before heading out. I stood in front of the mirror and felt off. The flowers seemed to swallow me up, and the loose fit just made me look frumpy rather than stylish. I realized that the bold prints were no longer flattering, they were simply too much. The more I looked at those tops, the more I realized they didn't fit with my current style. What I thought was once bold and stylish now felt like it was wearing me rather than the other way around. It wasn't easy to part with these tops, especially since they were a big part of my wardrobe for so long. But once I started letting them go, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. I replaced them with simpler, more versatile pieces like solid-colored blouses and tops, with smaller, more subtle patterns. These new pieces gave me the flexibility to mix and match with other items in my wardrobe, and I felt much more comfortable and confident when wearing them. The change wasn't just in what I wore, but how I felt in it. I no longer had to worry about feeling overwhelmed by my clothes. Instead, I could focus on wearing what truly made me feel good. What I learned is that sometimes less is more. Bold prints can be fun, but they can also overwhelm your look if they aren't right for your current style or lifestyle. By letting go of those oversized floral tops, I made room for pieces that fit my style today, not just pieces that once seemed like the trend of the moment. If you've been holding on to any oversized floral tops or anything that feels too loud or overwhelming, I want you to understand that it's okay to let them go. You're not giving up on style. You're making room for the things that truly make you feel confident and comfortable. It's surprising how much lighter and freer you'll feel once you release items that no longer work for you. The key is to wear what makes you feel good and reflects your true self. By letting go of those floral tops, I created space for new choices that felt more aligned with who I am today. I remember when cold shoulder tops were all the rage. They seemed to be everywhere in every store, on every influencer, and on nearly every person I knew. I bought a few myself, convinced they were the perfect way to add a little edge to my outfits. The idea of showing off just a little bit of shoulder felt so chic and trendy. For a while, I loved them. I wore them with jean skirts and even dressed them up for nights out. They gave me that cool, relaxed vibe I was going for. But as time passed, I began to feel differently. The more I wore them, the more I realized that they didn't make me feel as stylish as they used to. The exposed shoulders started to feel a little dated, and the tops themselves felt like they were trying too hard to be fashionable. I also noticed that cold shoulder tops, while fun at first, didn't fit with my more mature, refined style. They were too trendy, too fleeting, and I could never quite figure out when or where to wear them without feeling like I was clinging to an outdated trend. One day I took a good look at my wardrobe and the cold shoulder tops that had been sitting there. I had a couple I hadn't worn in months, and I knew it was time to let them go. I donated them, and it felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders, literally and figuratively. I replaced them with more timeless pieces like simple blouses with elegant details and tops with modern cuts that made me feel more sophisticated and comfortable. The new pieces were still stylish but didn't scream trend. They were versatile and easy to wear in any situation, from work to casual outings. The lesson I learned is that trends come and go, but style is about finding what suits you and makes you feel good. Holding on to trends that no longer resonate with you can keep you stuck in the past and prevent you from moving forward in your style. I was able to replace those cold shoulder tops with pieces that felt more in line with who I am now, and it made a huge difference in how I felt about my wardrobe. If you've been hanging on to cold shoulder tops or any other fleeting trend, I want you to know that it's okay to let them go. You're not losing your sense of style. You're making room for what truly fits your life and makes you feel confident. Clearing out those cold shoulder tops wasn't just about getting rid of clothes. It was about making space for a style that felt more authentic and timeless. So if you have items that no longer make you feel your best, take a moment to let them go. It's about evolving with your wardrobe and embracing the pieces that reflect who you are today. I used to have a few asymmetrical tops in my wardrobe that I thought were super stylish. They had that unique, edgy vibe. One side of the top was longer than the other, creating a sort of diagonal flow that felt fashion-forward at the time. I wore them to parties, casual hangouts, and even at work, thinking they made me stand out and look trendy. I loved how they made me feel different, like I was ahead of the curve. But as the months went by, I started to feel like something was off. The more I wore them, the more I realized how unnatural the style felt. While the asymmetry was supposed to make the top look more interesting, it actually made me feel like I was trying too hard to make a statement. I found myself constantly adjusting the top or worrying about how it looked, which took away from the comfort and confidence I needed in my everyday clothing. It was no longer a statement of style, but rather a piece of clothing that felt forced. I began to notice that the tops didn't fit well with the rest of my wardrobe, and I was always unsure about what to pair them with. They didn't offer the same versatility as simpler, more classic pieces, and I found myself reaching for them less and less. One day I decided it was time to let go of the asymmetrical tops. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but the moment I donated them, I felt a sense of relief. I replaced them with tops that had clean, simple lines and designs that were much easier to mix and match with other items. These new pieces were versatile and comfortable, making it easier for me to get dressed every day without having to second-guess my choices. I felt more at ease in my clothes, and the decision to let go of those asymmetrical tops turned out to be a really freeing one. The lesson I learned is that style should feel effortless, not forced. If a piece of clothing doesn't make you feel comfortable and confident, it's not worth keeping, no matter how trendy it may have been at the time. I realized that simplicity often works better than trying to follow a trend that doesn't resonate with who I am now. If you've been holding on to asymmetrical tops, or any other piece that feels too complicated or out of place, I want you to know that it's okay to let go. You're not giving up on style. You're making room for clothing that suits your current needs and lifestyle. Letting go of those asymmetrical tops was a small step, but it made a big difference in how I felt about my wardrobe. It's amazing how freeing it can be to let go of things that no longer work for you. By embracing pieces that make you feel confident and comfortable, you create space for a wardrobe that truly reflects your current style and who you are today. So take a moment to look at your closet and see if there are any items that feel like they're not quite right anymore, and don't be afraid to let them go. I understand that letting go of certain items in your wardrobe can be tough, but holding on to things that no longer fit only holds you back. Decluttering creates space for items that truly bring you confidence and comfort. Take a moment to look at your closet and ask yourself which pieces no longer serve you or make you feel good. Letting them go isn't wasteful. It's a way to refresh your space and your style. As you begin to declutter, you'll feel lighter, and that's when you'll start enjoying the process of choosing your outfits each day. Decluttering isn't just about getting rid of stuff. It's about making room for a better version of yourself. Give it a try and you'll feel the difference. When you start making changes, you'll find life becomes lighter and easier. Decluttering isn't just about stuff. It's about making space for a better version of yourself. Try it out and you'll notice the difference. If you want to continue improving your life, don't miss the useful tips coming next. I'll be sharing ways to live below your means and manage your finances more effectively. Tune in to change your life for the better.